For centuries, farming has been one of the most essential activities on the planet. But despite all the advancements in technology and modern agriculture, the process of farming hasn't changed much. The rise of commercial agriculture and better equipment has led to larger farms, but fewer farmers. And yet, the challenges these farmers face remain the same. Did you know as much as 40%, or 2.5 billion tons of all global food production is wasted? Running a farm is a complicated and risky business. So many things can go wrong that we can't control, like severe weather or droughts. Pests and diseases can also wreak havoc on crops, and farmers must constantly find new ways to prevent and control them. With all this, it isn't hard to imagine how more than a third of edible produce doesn't even get harvested. And even if a farmer manages to have a successful harvest, there are still plenty of hurdles to overcome in the distribution and retail phases. One promising solution that can help support sustainable farming practices and reduce food waste is Pure Green's container farms. These self-contained farms allow farmers to grow crops in controlled environments with minimal water and no need for harmful pesticides. These farms reduce food waste by growing it closer to where it's consumed, reducing the need for long-distance shipping and transportation.
Farmers, they plant way more than they're going to actually need. They know that they're going to lose probably 30 to 40% of their entire crop. Some of it's lost in transportation, some of it's lost in the field. But for the most part, there's a lot of loss, and that could be helped. That percentage, it may be just a number to us, but at the end of the day, somebody's not getting fed. Hydroponics can shorten the distance in transportation routes between farm and grocery store, and it can vary between 3 weeks to a month and a half, 2 months, depending on the produce or the crop that you're trying to get. From traditional agriculture, being from farm to store, when you're talking about hydroponics, you're probably saying maybe a week to 3 weeks tops from your farm, wherever you're producing the food, to where you're actually selling the food. You're gonna have a lot higher quality taste, smells, aromas, looks, and it's gonna last a lot longer in your fridge. Growing locally, it changes things big time, because typically, food's shipped across from continent to continent, and it's hard to get a handle on how much you're gonna make from how much you're producing as a farmer. Whereas if you're controlling where you're sending that product, the transportation, how much time it's taken to get there, and you're controlling the cost that you're able to sell it for, closer to home, closer to the farm, it's going to benefit everybody in the whole ecosystem of things. Not a lot of people actually have the knowledge and the capability, the equipment, the infrastructure to actually produce the high quality food that most people need to actually survive. Pure Greens, we have a really high standard to build quality, customer satisfaction, and the equipment that we put into these things. We also take a really high standard at being able to customize these things to whatever somebody would like to do. Even if it's not something that we typically do, we're willing to build it for you. If you know what you want, we'll build it. And you're gonna be happy with it too. We build stuff to the highest quality standard that there is available.